Hi guys and welcome to another video. In today's video, I'm gonna show you an exploit that I discovered in Need for Speed Pro Street. If you never played Need for Speed Pro Street, let me just quickly summarize what the game is about. Basically, you got 4 types of races in this game. First type of races is grip races. Those are typical races where you simply race around the track. Nothing too special about them. Then there's the drag races, where you race in the straight line, and the winner is the one who has the best time. There's also drift races, where you obviously drift, and the better you drift is, the more points you get, and if you have the most points, you win, obviously. And the last type of race is the speed race. It's similar to grip races, but it's more focused on speed. Basically, you drive at 350 kilometers per hour, and every now and then you just, freaking die. Anyway, to beat the game, you have to beat 5 kings. There's 4 kings, one for each category of these races, and on top of that there is also a showdown king. When you beat all 5 of them, the game counts as completed. Well, you race every single one of these 4 kings in their own respective type of races. But when it comes to Showdown King, you have to race him in all 4 types of races. Now in today's video I'm going to show you an exploit that I discovered, which will let you defeat the Drag King with ease, and on top of that also lets you win all the drag races against the Showdown King. Before I continue, let me just explain the drag races. There's basically 3 types of them. The first one is quarter mile drag, where you simply race in the straight line for a quarter mile, about 400 meters or so. There's also half a mile drag, which is the same except you race for half a mile, or 820 meters I believe. And then there's the wheelie competition, where the winner is the one who has his car on the back wheels for the longest distance. This one in particular can be hard. First things first, because some cars are not rear-wheel drive, so they can't even do a wheelie. While some cars are rear-wheel drive and in theory could do a wheelie, but maybe they're too weak to do it, or it's very difficult to pull a pretty decent wheelie to win any races. Well, in today's video I'm going to show you how you can simply not do any of that and just defeat the Drag King by using the exploit I discovered. Oh, one more thing, this doesn't work for your usual typical drag races, only for the boss races. Because in boss races you are 1v1, while in all other races there's like another 8 players or so, and you're just racing besides one of them. Since that's out of the window, let's get to the exploit. Basically, whichever type of drag race you're racing in, you have 3 chances, or well, 3 rounds to set your best score. To set your best score, you basically have to reach the finish line, which is the only good outcome for the drag races. The shorter it takes you to reach the finish line in case of a quarter mile drag or half a mile drag, or the longer your wheelie is in case of wheelie competition, the higher your score is. Besides that winning condition, there's another 3 fail conditions. The first one is if you total your car. Basically, if you flip your car or hit it against a hard surface at an angle close to 90 degrees. This means that your car will get the maximum damage it can get. It's gonna be very expensive to repair it, or you have to use a marker, and on top of that you're gonna be disqualified from the race altogether. Even if you had 2 really good rounds and on the 3rd round you just got totaled, it doesn't matter, you failed the run, you have to restart. The second fail condition is way less harsh than this one. Basically, if your car hits too many RPM, engine can be blown. For case of an engine being blown, your car receives heavy damage, which is less than total obviously, and you'll be disqualified but only for the current round. If you had previous rounds, the score won't be deleted, and if you have any more rounds left, you'll be able to participate once again, but your car will be damaged. And then there's the 3rd fail condition, which is the least harsh one, and that's the false start. Basically, if you start before the green light or before the flag, you get disqualified for that current round, and you'll be able to participate in further rounds with no problem. Alright, so where does this exploit come into the picture? You see, the exploit has to do with getting disqualified. Let's think for a second. How does the game know if we false started? Basically, the game checks your starting position of the car at the beginning of the race and compares it to the position of your car when the green light hits. If your car has moved in any way, shape or form, to forward, to backwards, left, right, it doesn't matter, you're gonna get disqualified. But before the green light hits, you have about 3 seconds. So the other day I was joking around and I hit the opponent's car before the green light. And guess what happened? Well, since I hit his car, I moved his car a little bit to the side. Technically he did a false start because his car did move between the starting of the race and the green light. So by getting disqualified you have 0 points, and if you manage to hit your opponent and get him disqualified, they're gonna have 0 points as well. First things first, you have to remember that this game favors a player over AI. In case you finish the round in like 10.73 seconds and there was another AI player who finished it in, let's say, 10.73 seconds or something, you will win because the game favors you over the AI. If you do this for the 2nd time as well, once again you're gonna have 0 points, and so will they. And finally, if you manage to pull this off for the 3rd and last round, you will once again have 0 points and they will also have 0 points. Note that both of you have 0 points, which is the same amount of points, and the game favors a player. Which means that with 0 points on this race, literally minimum points you can have ever, you manage to win. Which means that you don't have to worry about wheelies anymore against the Drag King. All you need to do is just punch her 3 times like I did here. Now I have to admit, defeating the Drag King this way is a little bit harder because there is this railing, but there is a gap which you can go through. And of course you're gonna damage your car pretty much always. However, when it comes to the Showdown King, you can easily punch him out 3 times and win the drag race with 0 points. So yeah, if you had any issues defeating Drag King or Rio in drag races, this is how you do it. Your car just needs to be a little bit decent so that you can actually do this in 3 seconds. So yeah, that's how you defeat the Draft King 2024 style. I'm still surprised that nobody has ever discovered this before. Or maybe someone has, but I haven't found a video about it anywhere. I even looked through some speedruns and they didn't do this. This is obviously the best strat for speedrun because you don't have to waste time racing, you just get disqualified right away. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, like, share, subscribe for some more videos and exploits. Comment what games you'd like to see me play, and I'll be doing a live stream, probably Need for Speed Pro Street live stream, either today, maybe tomorrow. Check if I'm live or something. Oh yeah, also subscribe, because if you don't, this evil Markiplier will come to haunt you in your dreams. And bye!